Hey, good morning, y'all. First of all, I want to put the disclaimer on this video. I haven't combed my hair. The only thing I did is brush my teeth. And after thinking about that, it might be kind of symbolic in the messages as well. So I want to talk about, are you good? It's like God often talks to me, or his sermons comes to me in an untraditional format. I don't know if because I'm an abstract thinker or whatever it is, but oftentimes his messages will come to me in an abstract format. And the only way that I can actually hear what it is that God is trying to tell me is if I'm kind of in line or in tune in what it is that he's trying to present to me. I'll give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. Yesterday, I participated in a community service event. This is my 10th year participating in this particular community service event. So what happens is my fraternity brothers and I put together, first of all, we collect clothes for the homeless community, clothes, toiletries, etc. And then we put together little baglets of food for them that includes drinks, sandwiches, etc., etc. So like I said, I've been participating. It's been going on before me, so it's not like it's my event or anything like that, but I've personally participated in it for 10 consecutive years. So every year we go out, we normally, we drive around Houston, the city of Houston downtown, delivering clothes to the homeless brothers and sisters in the community. And oftentimes when we, go to one spot, we have to ration out our stock, if you will. We can't give it all to you right now because we have to go to other areas and give them stuff. So last night something happened that has never happened before. We actually, every spot that we went to, normally, we pull up, beep the horn, hop out, and we get, inundated with brothers and sisters that are homeless and, asking for certain things. Do you have this? Do you have this? Well, yesterday was kind of strange. Every stop we went to, there was like, for lack of better words, there was a lackluster response. The homeless brothers and sisters were not approaching us in mass droves. It might have been one or two at each stop. And at the end of the night, we actually went back to the frat house and we had an abundance of food and clothes. And I'm not gonna lie, and I had to recalibrate my thinking, but I was disappointed at the end of the night. And I say that in a respectful way because I enjoyed this community service event. I enjoy giving back to those who I say can't help themselves or who didn't anticipate being helped. So, when we went back to the frat house and delivered the food and stuff back to the frat house, I was disappointed, honestly. And I couldn't shake that feeling as I went home and throughout the night. And then I ended up coming home, going to sleep. And then I woke up and I heard this voice, and not literally a voice, but I actually received the message that I felt like God was really trying to tell me. And the message was, are you good? And I say that to say that it was a blessing that these individuals, these brothers and sisters that's living on the streets, right, braving the elements, that they actually, for whatever reasons, they were good. They didn't need or desire the things that we had brought to them. So they were actually comfortable and sufficient with what they had. And that made me pause and think about, so often we feel like we don't have enough, or we're not successful enough, or the things that we have aren't adequate enough. And it made me just appreciate what God has blessed me with, or what God has allowed me to lose, or what you have allowed yourself to have as well. That if these homeless brothers and sisters can be sufficient in what God has allowed them to have or provided them, then who are we to not be appreciative or not be good or okay with what we have? So that was a message that I received, and was glad that I woke up and was able to translate that message that I felt like God was trying to tell me last night, that I was so confused about, and selfishly being disappointed that our efforts to help were not in the manner that they normally were received. So just a different outlook. Like I said, it's not a typical. I don't receive my words in a typical fashion from God, like a scripture from the Bible. It's normally along the lines of like a message, a aha moment, or an immediate example that if I'm in tune with His Word and in tune with His presence, I can pick it up. Maybe not necessarily at that time, but if I stay obedient, the translation comes to me later on. So I just want to share that with y'all early in the morning. Ask you, are you good? And maybe hopefully this message is something that was intended to help you or intended to help somebody that you're close to, that you just got to be thankful for the things that you have. Be thankful for some of the things that God has removed from your life. And if these brothers and sisters braving the elements and living out on the streets of Houston can be good, then so can you. Who are we to complain or feel as though that we are not enough, we don't have enough, and the things that we got aren't sufficient enough for our daily survival and our daily happiness. So hopefully this message is received. I know I received it. If it's not meant for you, just scroll to the next Facebook post or somebody else's post. But hopefully this message of me being transparent and sharing this with you helps you as much as it helps me. And I end this message where I started. Are you good?